Good people, how's it going? Sin here, back for some more adventures in Oblivion. Last time we made our way to the great northern city of Bruma, and we got a recommendation from the Mages Guild. That leaves only the city of Chorrol left for recommendations. So, in this episode, we'll probably just take the Orange Road all the way down to the southwest to Chorrol, and we'll do whatever it is that they want us to do. Always feels good to when I come back to Cyrodiil, especially after a lot of schoolwork or what have you. It's always good to just pop in to Tamriel, so I always like that. Let's see, southeast. No, sir. We need to head southwest. Wonder if our unicorn friend has abandoned us. If she has, that's alright, but nothing like a unicorn, right? Well, it was a good run, unicorn. It was a good run. So I'm actually really excited to finally get into the Arcane University. It'll be great to be able to craft our own spells. I have a couple kooky ideas. But what's interesting about the spell crafting system is, if I'm not mistaken, you actually need to know some version of a spell before you craft it. For example, I don't know a paralysis spell, right? Well, I would need to learn a paralysis spell before I could create a custom paralysis spell, and so forth and so on, of course. Huh. It's been 2 seconds, and we're already being attacked, huh? Well, let's test out our new friend. Get him, boy! Ooh, look at that. Look at that back jump. Ooh. Skeleton didn't do that. Good job. Wow, Scamp. I think we'll be having a nice relationship, you and I. And let's check our skills and our magical abilities. Alright, cool. We're almost a journeyman of mysticism. That's not bad. We're doing alright. And definitely our magica reserves have most definitely increased, as well as our regen rate, so that's another plus. We have come a long way since we got off that boat in Anvil, but mark my words, we have a long way to go yet. I mean, we're still just a novice mage. We're just doing, think about it, we're just doing errands for people here and there. Oh, and that's a pretty view. Look at the rain clouds in the distance. But soon, when we're in the Arcane University, we'll be able to do something that actually has a meaning to it. So that'll be nice. And another thing that's been great about our time traveling to gain recommendations is we've got to really see pretty much all aspects of Cyrodiilic life and culture. You know, we saw Anvil and the Gold Coast. We saw the ruins of Kvatch. We saw Cheydinhal and its dark elf influences. Breville and its squalor, Leowyn and its colonialism. Heavy colonialism of the imperial ways. We saw Bruma, like little Skyrim, just south of the border. And now we're gonna head over and see Chorrol. Oh, not to mention Skingrad and its very elite, top of the notch type of society. Now this is the Orange Road, named because of the trees. Very orange and red and yellow. It's very autumn-like, very similar to Skyrim's Rift, if you're familiar with the location. I like it though. I like these roads, you know, because they really do present a lot. They give you beautiful views. I mean, if it were a clearer day, it'd be much nicer, of course, but look at that. That's the sea over there. You know, they give beautiful views, and sometimes you'll happen across cool places like inns and forts and ruins, all kinds of adventures. And they're just easy to travel. I mean, look at this. We're already here, as opposed to if we were going up and down, you know, parkouring up hillsides, it would take forever. So that's another thing about the roads. You know, if you've got to travel, by the 9 divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't safe anymore. And you know the rest. But yeah, we're just heading down the mountain. Heading down the mountain. We should actually be able to see Chorrol very soon. I apologize if there's really nothing going on in this quiet walk to Chorrol, but just take in those sights, you know. The sound of the birds, the wind, the hoof on the pavement from the soldier. And just remember, even though there's bandits and murderers and Daedra sacking cities and corruption and lies, sometimes you can just remember, it's like the world, you know, keeps spinning. The sun keeps rising. And I think that's very analogous to our own world. You know, a lot of bad shit happens. But you know what? Sometimes if you can just take a step outside of that bad shit that just encompasses your everyday life, and just listen to the birds. Look at the sky. You know, smile for God's sake. And it's those little things that you do, I guarantee you they'll make all the difference. Now, I don't mean to preach. I'm just an Imperial walking through the woods. I guess it got me feeling all sentimental, but hey, take it for what it's worth, alright? Now this is very interesting, how the road just squiggles, for lack of a better term, but that's alright. All about them squiggles. Little side road. I wonder where that leads. But I'll tell you what's really surprised me. We haven't, besides that wolf just outside of Bruma, we haven't really encountered any wildlife. We haven't even seen any deer. It's like we're the last organism in the region. So one thing that's very interesting about this region, oh look, there's another guard. One thing that's very interesting about this region, right around here, is it's home to an ancient fort called Sancre Tor. Now, Sancre Tor is a vital point to the Empire's founding, the Septim Dynasty. You see, back in the old days, when Talos was just a general, he wasn't an emperor, he wasn't a conqueror. He was a general for a Cyrodiilic or Nordic, I'm not entirely sure, king named Kulikan. Now, I think he was a king of... oh, shit. I think he was a king of Falkreath, if you remember that in Skyrim. Now, anyways, they took Sancre Tor, but there were Bretons and Nords, I believe, and Imperials. Damn, it's the damn Jungle Book going on right now. Anyways, point is, so Tiber Septim, or Talos at the time, he used the voice, right? The ancient power of the Nords, because he was a Dragonborn. He learned that shit nice and easy. And when he did that, all of the Nords that were holed up in Sancre Tor, they immediately changed sides because Nordic culture reveres the Dovahkiin. So I think that's a really cool part of history, and I don't know how long it was in the lore of the game, so to speak. I don't know if they just added to it with Elder Scrolls V, or they always had it. I really don't even know, but I still think it's cool how the games just build on each other. Makes you wonder what Elder Scrolls 6 is going to add to the lore. I mean, you already know Elder Scrolls Online added a lot to the lore. I guarantee you in Elder Scrolls 6 you'll be seeing books about the Alliance War and the Plane Meld and all that good stuff. So who knows? The lore is fluid. I mean, throughout the history of Elder Scrolls, you know, outside of lore, the actual, you know, creation of Elder Scrolls, they've changed things all the time. And I remember at one point it was said that Cyrodiil was a jungle. I mean, this doesn't look like a jungle. And so forth and so on. So lore is fluid. They can change things, they can add things, they can remove things. So it's just very interesting to keep that in mind if you're an aspiring lore master. And finally, Slain has shut me up. We've made it to Chorrol. Alright, we've now been to every city in Cyrodiil. Oh, you're walking toward... Hello.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Likewise, I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Who's your mom? Let's
My
just
mother
humor
owns
you.
Northern Goods and Trade in Chorrol.
Oh wow, you know what? Forget this. You're a walking advertisement. Shame on you. Shame on your mother sending you off just to bother passerbys. But hey, we made it to the Mages Guild. Now this Mages Guild specializes in the School of Conjuration. So maybe we can pick up some cool spells.
I am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello there. Ah, let's look at your
Have a look around.
spells.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Ooh, that looks handy, and it's very cheap. You see, a lot of these conjuration spells, they'll cost less because we're better at conjuration. So that's very, very good motivation to get your magic skills up. Let's see. Summon Ghost is probably a good summon to have, just because not many things can hit it. But I think we're good with the. And hell no. But I think we're good with the what do you call it for now? The scamp.
Thank you for your patronage.
Anytime. Patronage.
Bye.
Hello, wizard. I heard that someone... Excuse
Hello.
me.
Sorry to
My
interrupt.
name is Angalmo. Can I help you?
Actually, yeah, I was just wanted to see if you sold spells, but you're just an alchemist, so that's alright, as you were.
Take care.
Hello there.
Oh, hey,
What is it,
Tikius.
associate? Do you need something?
Actually, yeah, you're the last recommendation that I need to get into the university.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see.
Ah, protocols.
If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation.
Who's this Irana? An old lover of yours?
She and I have an unpleasant history.
Oh, definitely old lover.
She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is.
Is that blood on his
Determine what
robes?
she's
Look at that.
after, and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here.
Huh. Either that's blood or he was really going into those flaming hot Cheetos. Damn, Tikius, I don't know what you've been up to. Probably some shenanigans with Irana.
I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
Yeah, you look like you're gearing up for round 2, to be honest, buddy. But whatever you say. Ah, here she is.
Good to see you.
Damn, Tikius, you like him tall.
Ah, yes. You are a guild mage, are you not? Yet different from the others. Yes, this is good.
Is it? What's going on?
There's a small matter with which you may be able to assist. It's nothing worth involving your guild in, I assure you. Best if kept just between us, yes? So, what say you?
Huh. What kind of hidden information, hidden lore can
Excellent.
you teach me?
It's a simple task, really. All you need to do is fetch a book for me. The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no use to you. You won't be able to read it.
You want to bet?
I, however, can.
We're a
and
lore
would
master.
Very much like to. You'll find it at an old ruin called Cloud Top. It's north of Chorrol, up in the mountains. I'm afraid I don't have an exact location. Return it to me immediately when you have it. Make no mention of it to Tikius or anyone else in your guild. I will make it well worth your effort.
He did.
Alright.
Excellent. I
Well, I'm
wonder
definitely
if
going to tell
Dr.
Tikius because
Draconian mage
bros before
might be
hoes,
something
Irana.
to do with that.
Hello there.
Conductor is the name. I'm a hunter and mountain man.
Yes, some mad flow. Hey, what do you think about Irana?
Haven't you seen her around town? She's either at the Grey Mare, or she's skulking around the Mages Guild, it seems.
Ah, well, she's definitely skulking. She's up to no good,
Good
Hondatar.
day.
Hello? Have you ever bought a horse from Bongar?
What a random conversation topic. Bought a horse from Bongond. Alright, Tikius, I got some info.
Yes?
So, have you ever heard of the book Fingers of the Mountain?
What? Not only does it exist, but she knows where it is? Well, this is unacceptable. That book needs to be in the safekeeping of the guild. I
Why?
trust that as a member of the guild, you would do the right thing and acquire this text before Irana does. Are we clear? Ignore her request. Go to this place she has described and return with the book. This is far more important than any petty squabble.
Alright, I can help you out, and I can satisfy my own curiosity as to what this Fingers of the Mountain actually is. Let's see, where is Cloud Top anyways? Oh wow, it's way up there in County Chorrol. Lovely. Back into the wild with us. But hey, for hidden secrets of power and lore, no distance is too great for us. Whoa! These wolves are getting really close to the walls these days. Post a damn guard out here. What is your north gate not important? Some people, jeez. Ah, good old mysticism increasing. That's always a plus. Ah, we're gonna get you. Ah, I can never seem to hit those things. Their lucky day, I suppose. So these are another thing I'd like to point out. We're clearly on some kind of path, right? But we're not on the map, so there's still little tiny roadways, even if they're not... Well, never mind, they're not roadways anymore. But the point is, you know, there's a lot... You know, I know I'm a big advocate for the road, but sometimes go off the beaten track. Because look, you'll find all kinds of cool stuff. What is it this time? Oh, it gave up. Go get him, Scamp. Go get him. Look at how cute he is when the way he waddles around. Jeez, what is it this time? Alright, round 2, Scamp. Go take care of my dirty work. Get on, go. Go, I said. Ah, we're almost there. How convenient. There's a pathway this whole way. Yes, I'm very eager to learn what is these Fingers of the Mountain and why does Irana want it so badly? And why does Tikius think it's too dangerous to be outside of the guild's hands? We definitely need some stronger destruction spells, that's for sure. Once we get to the university, we'll take care of that. Alright, well, looks like a ruins of an old fort. Sounds like the description Irana gave us. Should be there any second now. Wow, are we high up? We are definitely high in the mountains. Huh. That looks like some kind of ruin. Ah, it's Cloud Top. A fitting name. Let's... Ooh, charred remains. Fingers of the Mountain. Let's see. Can we read it? We cannot read it. Huh, now what do we do? Do we bring it to Irana at the Grey Mare Tavern? Or to Tikius? I think I want to have my cake and eat it too. Oh look, it's the city. Alright Irana, what's that reward? I have something for you. Now I know Tikius is gonna write a recommendation, so we really should give it to him, but just bear with me. We're clever. We're not just pawns. jumping, you know, when he says to jump. We gotta look before we leap.
You haven't seen my sons, have you? They
No, I
went off
haven't.
into the forest to fight those monsters, and I'm worried about them.
That's alright. She must not be in. She's probably still skulking. Trying to find... She's literally chasing tail, looking for Tikius. Alright, Irana. Hey. Up in front. I got something for you. No.
Well, if it isn't my little helper. Have you retrieved that book for me yet?
Yes, here it is.
Oh, wonderful. I'll just take this from you and get to work translating it. I'll need some time with this. Come and find me tomorrow. I'll be at the Grey Mare until I've finished my work.
Okay, that's fine. I think I'll just get some shut-eye anyways. Oh, hey.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Athragar of the Mages Guild. How can I serve you?
You sell spells? You do.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Ooh, that'll be very nice. That'll be really nice too. And I guess we could summon a Dremora, but I think we'll go with the Scamp for now. Ooh, we'll definitely keep you in mind for all of our summoning needs. See you later, Athragar. You're a cool guy.
Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, where can a man get some rest? So far, it seems like the Chorrol Mages Guild is probably the nicest setup we got here. And they all love their silver daggers, my lord. Alright, an open bed. We'll just sleep the day away. Basically, we'll just say that we're having a lazy day in bed. Reading books, you know, having a nice drink, maybe some soup. And then sleeping again. Because after all this travel, we're pooped, you know? So it's always good to get our 8 hours, but hell. Nothing like a lazy day in bed. You guys gotta try it sometime. Ah, so that's how it works. You plod along, putting one foot before the other, look up, and suddenly there you are, right where you wanted to be all along. We'll increase our strength. You never know. The time will come for us to take up the blade again, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Alright, we better see if Hirana actually translated anything. She'll be wise not to double cross us. What a fine library. Huh. Very fine indeed. We could speak for hours about the subject matter of those ancient tomes, but I think I'll leave that kind of research to you guys. Oh my. Oh my. I clearly must be drunk. Guards don't just materialize out of the pavement like that. It's just not done. Well, either way, we'll just head into Irana and see what's going on. Alright, Irana. Got some words for you.
Hello, my little friend. I have something that might interest you. I've committed most of the book to memory, but I took the time to write down a passage you might find useful. It contains instructions for acquiring a very special power. You'll want to read it carefully and then return to Cloud Top. I consider this to be more than a worthy reward for your help. I believe you'll agree, assuming you're careful.
Careful? Is that a threat? Let me see that. Irana's notes. Threaten me. Alright, let's see what that book had to say anyways. My dear helper, Most of the text you've given me is well beyond your comprehension. Oh, excuse me. I'm afraid I found one section, however, that had been opened... Is that a A? That had been opened by the keepers of the Imperial Watch. Oh. And their notes will be of use to you. Return to the ruins of Cloudtop. There you shall find a section of pillar that looks remarkably unlike any other stonework present. The carvings on this pillar were made by the Aelids, and the pillar has been infused with significant power. The following was scribbled in the margins of the book, presumably by some men who took the pillar from its original resting place. The notes are smeared in places, so I have included what I could decipher. Do note that this sounds rather dangerous, and take whatever precautions you feel are necessary. Only seems to function outdoors, where it reacts strongly to magic. Terrible power, capable of striking a man dead on the spot. Transported the stone to a secure location in order to study it more fully. Guild wizards brought in to focus power of the stone. Several severely injured. Stone finally tuned to react to shock magic. Very interesting. Welkin stone necessary to harness stone's power. Hey, we have some Welkin stones. Success means power of shock unattainable through other means. Whoa. From these notes and the original Aeliad inscriptions, it seems that our Imperial friends were attempting to harness some degree of the Aeliad's magical power, and were marginally successful. I suggest you procure a Welkin stone for yourself. Searching alien ruins will likely be the quickest method of acquiring one. Oh, thank you. And return to Cloudtop to cast a shock spell at the pillar. What happens then, I think you can comprehend on your own. E. Well, thank you. Back to Cloudtop then, huh?
Good evening.
What a shame.
Jeez, alright. Excuse...
the
Jeez,
news from
alright.
the other parts of
Everyone's so
Tamriel?
rude in this pub. Man, oh man. What's some manners? They don't act like that over in Cheydinhall, Jesus. Alright, back up to Cloudtop. Now, it is nice that we have a shock staff, so maybe we can be at a safe distance. I will save first, just in case. Maybe if we're at a safe distance, we can pull this off. Huh, I guess a staff doesn't work. Well, suppose we're gonna have to risk it. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, we survived it. Oh man. Talk about dangerous experiments. Let's see what this new spell is all about, shall we? Finger of the Mountain. Shock damage 20 points in 5 feet on target? What? That is useful. Whoa. That is very useful. Let's see. What shall we... Get rid of our shocking touch, maybe? Yeah. Let's try this out. First, let's heal ourselves. Alright, and let's see how many of these babies we can pull off. Alright. Power! Unlimited power! So we can, what, crank out, what, 4 or 5 of those? Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm sure that'll come in handy if we ever have to fight some more Daedra. Huh. A very useful power indeed. Well, now we have our cake. Let's eat it too. I think we better try and get that book back. Give it to Tikius. I mean, hey, she committed it to memory, so what's the harm, right? And what Tychius doesn't know won't hurt him. Horse is stabled outside the gate. Could the unicorn have returned? Oh, I sure hope so.
Hello. You haven't seen my sons, have you?
No, I haven't
They
seen your
went off into
sons.
the forest to fight those monsters, and
How
I
are you
worried about
today?
them.
Doing well. Let's see, is it in here? It is. We'll have to wait to snatch it back. Oh my, excuse me. Come on, go to sleep, Irana.
Hi there.
Get out of here. Alright, she doesn't notice us. We'll be taking that. No hard feelings. But I have a recommendation to acquire. See, Irana served her purpose. She was a mean to an end. Because remember, Sin, he loves history and lore, but he also loves secrets of power. Might even be a fatal flaw, but he has self-control. He wouldn't do anything unnatural to get power, but this was harmless enough. After all, no one was hurt besides ourselves, of course. Now, where is Tychius? Hello.
Hello. I'm Castor Scribonia, the writer, author of Woman Gone Wild.
Oh, 50 Shades of Cyrodiil right there. Man, oh man. Woman Gone Wild. Alright, Tychius. You up? Tychius. He's definitely sleeping in his little private room. I mean, what we've gathered is that all the guild heads have their own quarters, which makes sense. They are in charge, aren't they? Hey, Tychius.
What do you want?
I got something for you.
Is the book safe? Do you have it?
I gave the book to Irana, actually.
What? This is unacceptable. At no time. You will...
But hey,
What do you want?
before you get your tail in a knot, guess what? I already stole it back.
Have you recovered the book yet?
Here it is.
Finally, I shall see to it that the book is kept safe until the council decides what should be done with it.
That's a good idea, Tychius.
I shall also overlook your transgression and send a recommendation to the Arcane University.
Another good move, Tychius. And hey, you don't want that book falling in the wrong hands. You never know what they might do. Ooh! I have received recommendations from all of the local guild halls in Cyrodiil. I must now travel to the Arcane University and speak with Reminus Polis. You know what that means.
Greetings, Imperial.
We've taken our first steps into a larger world.
Yes?
We've definitely gained some interesting power along the way as well. I wonder how strong this bound dagger is, by the way. Compared to our silver dagger. This might be our new go-to. And it doesn't weigh anything. Ooh. Menacing. Let's check on it, shall we? Ah, it's better. That's good, and it can still hurt ghosts. I like this. Ooh, I feel dangerous. Ooh. Ooh, get back. Get back. Just kidding. It was just a bound dagger. Well, you know what? Let's finally go to the Arcane University. The pinnacle of magical knowledge in all of Tamriel, mind you. Alright, maybe not all of Tamriel, but it's on the list. Maybe the Durrani Tower in High Rock and the Crystal Tower in Somerset Isles, and not to mention the Isle of Ar... Okay, a lot of places. But this is definitely on the list.
You have my ear, citizen.
And look, it's even guarded by, remember what I said a couple times ago, the Imperial Legion battle mages. wearing their hoods, and they're very good at destruction magic. Hello, are you Raminus?
Afternoon.
Hello, associate. It seems you've obtained the final recommendation you required.
Yes, that's right. That's what I attained.
I have received recommendations from all the local guild halls in Cyrodiil. You've done well for yourself. You may now enter the university. As a full-fledged member of the Mages Guild, I now also promote you to the rank of apprentice and grant you the robe of the apprentice.
Ooh,
Take a moment
very
to try
nice.
it on. Then we shall speak of what comes next for you.
Robe of the Apprentice. You're fired. Let's see what this Robe of the Apprentice is all about, shall we? Ah, fortify willpower, 4 points. That'll come in handy. Much back to our roots with that green robe. We'll throw this black hood on.
We come to the real work at last. You have, no doubt, seen some of the worst the guild has to offer. As much as we try to hold mages to a higher standard, they are only human.
Hey, human's
What I
pretty
hope you will
cool.
now see is that while the guild can be disjointed and misused, it can also achieve some wonderful things. Now you have an opportunity to engage in more meaningful tasks and continue with your advancement through the guild.
Alright, well, what are these tasks?
Before you can begin work for the guild, you'll need to do something for yourself. Every mage carries a staff. It is crafted and enchanted by the guild and is a symbol of status. You need such a staff.
Alright, well, how do I go about getting one of these staffs?
The wood used for staves comes from a grove to the northeast of the Imperial City, near Wellspring Cave. Several mages tend to the grove and should be able to assist you. Speak with either Zarasha or Ilette when you arrive, and choose wisely.
Will do. We're about to have our very own customized staff. That's pretty cool.
You shall have a true mage's staff soon.
I sure will. But you know what? Let's hello.
Hi there.
Look, we match. Let's look around the university, shall we? It's here that I've heard great lectures take place. Look, even the fire is magic. Take that, Hogwarts. Praxographical Center. What's in here? Hello.
Welcome. Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
Welcome.
Oh, look at all this stuff. Is this an alchemy lab? Not anymore. That's some gold right there.
Sounds like the skin grad branch.
Spell making altar. Oh, I've waited a long time for this. So, there's a Fortify Magicka spell? What the hell? Fortify Magicka, 100 points. That's interesting. Let's say, like, I want to summon something, and it's just really... It's really, taxing. I could do that. And you can also have multiple spell effects in one spell, which is really cool. Alright, Charm. We need to get a little better at this. We'll just charm them for 5 seconds. That's fast enough to talk to them, right? Yeah, 5 seconds. That's easy. And let's see, and there's the gold price. Yeah, we'll charm them for 5 seconds for 100 points. Okay. Let's name the spell. What should we name it? That's to be honest, that's one of my favorite parts. What shall we call it? Oh man, sometimes I just take forever on this stuff. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's call it Sin's Seduction. Yeah, I think I like the sound of that. Sin's Seduction.
Seriously?
We will never, ever, ever have to worry about people not liking us anymore. And you know what? This hood does not match. We'll go hoodless for a while. Damage health. That's very interesting indeed. But I think I would much rather have a fire spell, because that's going to damage health anyways. And I think we should do it on target. Now target, as you can see, is going to cost more. Oh, why would I do it to myself? Let's look at our current fire spell, shall we? Where is it? Weak fireball. 5 points and 5 feet for 3 seconds on target. Well, let's try and do better than that. What if we do 10? Right? 10. Huh. I'm sorry, you guys. I just gotta. I want to be have efficient spells. All right, that's kind of costly. So, as long as we don't rival that, we'll be able to chuck a couple of these out like it's no problem. 15 on target. Oh yeah, see, when you add area, it gets really, really hefty. Whoa, very hefty indeed. If we have 5 points for 3 seconds, huh? Very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting. We need something useful. $10 points and 10 feet for 2 seconds. I think this might be useful if we're fighting a lot of enemies. Because that's 20 damage right there. You know what I mean? As opposed to... You see, you gotta be patient with this kind of stuff. I wish we could do 5 feet duration, though. Huh. 10 points for 2 seconds, for 3 seconds. I like that. Maybe we don't need an area effect. 10 points for 3 seconds. That's 30 damage. I think I can live with that. Now, what to call it? Oh, God, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so intrigued. I think I like this better because it's the same cost, and we get a bit of area on it. Okay. We'll call it... Hellfire. 10 points and 10 feet for 2 seconds on target. That's going to be useful. Alright. As opposed to 5 and 5 feet for 3 seconds doing 15 damage, we have 20 damage and 10 feet. Much better. So, let's see. Easy as pie. I think we're fine on our healing spell. I think we could use a feather spell, that's for sure. On self, of course. Let's see. We'll just slide it. That's probably a lot better. Wow. For 2 minutes, 100 points. This is real easy. We'll name it... What shall we name it? Further 100 points for 120 seconds on self. What? God, I don't want to have some stupid ass name. Further 100 points for 120 seconds on self. We'll call it